Hi there. It's October 23rd, and we are going to continue with Proverbs 23. Now, we started yesterday the 30 sayings of Solomon that we should memorize these or commit them so you know them. Then we're going to go over the other sayings real quick. Let's jump over there. Saying 1 was just talking about the sayings, okay? Saying 2, do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared, right? Stay away from mobs, okay? Mob mentality. Saying 4, do not be the ones who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you. Yeah. Don't put up collateral for debt. I mean, we all do it, The world's being run by some evil people now. And, they didn't used to have this. It's only in the last 100 years or more that, the credit and stuff has come up. Saying 5, do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by our ancestors. Yeah. A lot of that going on now, too. Saying 6, do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank. Okay. Now, Proverbs 23 starts with saying 7. When you sit to dine with the ruler, note well what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. Do not crave his delicacies, for that food is deceptive. Right. Saying 8. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone. For they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Right. It's starting to get known now that family is the most important thing. A lot of people do. Right? They go to their graves still chasing the dollar. Saying 9, do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliments. Right? Yeah, I mean, I've been, I've been with dinner with somebody, all they talk about is the cost of stuff. Man, that thing cost me $20, or that thing cost me $50, and you eat it. Saying 10, do not speak to fools, for they will scorn your prudent words. Right. Keep your mouth shut. Saying 11, do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their defender is strong, and he will take up their case against you. Would you consider wars moving ancient boundary stones? Could be. Or it could be your next door neighbor, trying to take some of your property. Saying 12, apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Right. Good one. Saying 13, do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Punish them with the rod and save them from death. Yeah. Absolutely not enough of that going on today. Okay? I'm a baby boomer. My kids were Gen Xers, born in the 80s. And you know what? I disciplined them, You don't have to beat them to death. Just when they deserve a swat, give them a swat. And hug them afterwards. I always did that. And I have 3 grown adults now that are very happy and functioning. And I'm proud of them. I am. Saying 14, my son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Okay? Now and I feel this way. I do. My kids, their hearts are wise, which makes my heart glad. Okay? They still come to me for advice. Why wouldn't they? Because they honor their parents. Saying 15, don't let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. That's a great one right there. We're going to make that pink. Don't envy the people that have everything, because, they always lose it. People always lose that stuff. Okay. And I like that verse 18, there is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. I like that. Saying 16, listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat. From drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Yep. For drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Saying 17, listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it, wisdom, instruction, and insight as well. The father of the righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and mother rejoice. May she also give you birth be joyful. May she who gave you birth be joyful. Right? Please your parents. Saying 18, my son, give me your heart, and let your eyes delight in my ways. For an adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit she lies in wait, and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Yes. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaints? Who has needless bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who linger over wine, who go to sample bowls of mixed wine. Do not gaze at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the rigging. They hit me, you will say, but I'm not hurt. They beat me, but I don't feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? Yeah, that's saying 19 is all about alcoholism. It's a very easy thing to get trapped into. Better just stay away from it. And if you've done these things, there is hope for you. Okay? So that's Proverbs 23. We went through 19 of the 30 sayings. We can go back and find the ones that stood out. Saying 7. Saying 8. I like that. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Don't trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches and they are gone. For they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Right. If you've got money, somebody else always wants it. Saying 9, do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. What's the note on that? Or, for as he thinks within himself, so he is. Or, as he puts on a feast, so he is. Yeah, always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten and will have wasted your compliments. Right. I mean, maybe you don't like to hang around people like that, Okay, saying 13 we highlighted. And this is important. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Punish them with the rod and save them from death. Right? Nothing wrong with spanking your kids, no matter what the world says now. It's been proven over and over again that those kids turn out better than the kids who are never taught respect. Okay. We highlighted saying 14. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Yes. We all love to hear our kids speak the truth. Saint 15. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. This is surely a future hope. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Right? Don't envy the rich people. What else did we highlight? And that's what we highlighted. So that was Proverbs 23. These sayings are cool. We're going to commit them to memory. So that's 23. We'll go on, starting with saying 20 tomorrow, and we'll go over some of the other sayings to kind of keep them together. That's a cool one. But have a good day. Have a good week. Keep Christ in here. See you tomorrow.